Hello, welcome to Northwest Stance. I'm your host today, Victoria Muhammad. Today we have a panel of beautiful black women, entrepreneurs who are going to talk about their products, what they sell, and whatnot. So I'm going to start on my right with Angela Andrews. Her business is called Hats and Candles by Angie T. The acronym is RARE, that's RARE, and it stands for Reaching All, Restoring Everyone. And then here to my left, I have Lynette Andrews. She's a financial consultant and CEO of LPA Financial Services. And to my far left, I have a returning guest, Miss Maisha Walker with My Essence Beauty. So I am going to start on my far left with Miss Aisha. I'll let you do that.
Okay.
Let us know what you do, what you got going on.
So my name is Aisha Walker. Probably about 17 years ago, I suffered a very terrible accident. And after that, I needed to find a way to where I would be okay. One of the ways that I found that I would be okay is researching herbs, finding out what they do, seeing if I can use any of these to my advantage to help with my recovery process. And so here are some of the things that I came up with. This right here is an anxiety roller. One of the main components inside of this is chamomile. Chamomile helps with anxiety. It's also antispasmodic. It also has some vetiver inside of it. Vetiver helps children that have ADHD. It can also help with other kind of behavioral things that go on with kids, help to bring their nerve center down to where they're actually able to be calm, to where you can actually get your point across, okay, here, this, and then everything's okay. So what you do with this is you would take the top off, and you would go 1, 2, 1, 2, the back of the neck, right here. Wait 5 minutes because it's going to drop your blood pressure. After that, if you only use what I just showed you, then you'll be good. But if you use more than what I showed you, you run the risk of taking a 15 to 30 minute nap. But with this, you will be able to respond in a situation and not react. Because I'm pretty crazy, so I keep about 2 of these in my purse. I always forget them, and then I'm like, you know what, let me get another one. Before you know it, I got 4 in my purse. So that helps me with the anxiety. I also had a problem with sleeping, so I already take a sleeping medication. I don't want to put more of a load on myself, especially with these petroleum-based prescriptions and drugs that they give us through the hospital. So I knew that I love shea butter. I knew that I wanted to use that as a delivery system. This right here is actually a sleeping butter. So what you would do is, this one right here is actually already mixed together. You just take it home and pull out about a quarter size amount, rub it in the hands, neck, chest, femoral arteries, and the bottoms of your feet, and then you get into bed. You don't call anybody. You don't Netflix shop. You don't call an ex. You don't do none of that, because everything is going to be just like drunk, texting, sleeping, all of that. You use the bathroom before you put this on. This is the last thing that you do before you go to bed. You never put this on and do anything else but go to bed. And if you put it on an accident, you need to stay home from work and not drive for 8 hours. I just have to reiterate that, because listen, I don't need nobody calling me saying you got something from me. This right here is a pain butter. So it is the same delivery system as the sleeping butter through Shea, topical to the skin. This one right here you can put on at any time. It's going to alleviate pain in about 5 minutes. So from the time you scoop it out till you put it right there, and it absorbs any kind of aching, pain, stabbing, any kind of sensation like that is going to stop. But it's not just going to stop the pain. It's actually going to get inside of that muscle, help to alleviate, to bring some blood flow back in there, because typically when you have a sore muscle, it's because the blood flow is restricted because of either muscle spasms or you hurt that area. This will help to numb the area and then also bring back that good blood flow so that you're able to put this on in the morning and go about your day without having to take an ibuprofen, which also tears your liver up, which this will not do.
Okay.
And then I brought just a couple of little herbs I just wanted to share. So last time I was here, I talked mostly about my products, but I just wanted to share some things. So This is called hibiscus right here. This is a tropical flower. Typically, Jamaica, they drink a lot of it in a lot of tropical places, pretty much. So as we get older, especially with black women, we tend to have high blood pressure. We die from heart disease. More than any other demographic, black women die from heart disease. You can just take a tablespoon of this, put it in some hot water, drink you a nice tea, and you're actually getting medicinal benefits instead of having to take what are they called? A statin. You could actually make this a part of your routine and help to bring it down naturally. It's also a diuretic, so if you're having trouble like keeping water on yourself, you can actually take this and it will bring all that water that's not being put to use and just making you swell. It will actually take that out of your system.
So
And
it works
then-
for edema.
Yes, yes, ma'am.
Okay.
This one right here, I'm gonna say it's gonna sound a little crazy, but this is butterfly pea, as in PEA.
Okay.
I told somebody about this. He was like, ma'am. And I was like, no, sir, it's a flower. So butterfly pea is an adaptogen. What that means is if you were to take a tablespoon of this flower, put it inside of a cup, add some warm water, let that steep. Once you steep that, you drink that, any kind of emotional nerve center that you have going on that's upset is gonna automatically calm down. Another benefit of butterfly PT is that it helps to wash away any excess hormones that you might have in your body. So women who struggle with PCOS, this can be a lifesaver for them. And then as well, you know, when you're going through PCOS, you have like things like PMDD. This can help to calm the mood as well. Matter of fact, I have a whole entire jar of this under me right now. And then winter time is coming. This is one of my most favorite. I want you guys to feel this one. Looks a little creepy, but
Garment.
I thought it was cloth.
so that right there is mullein. Mullein is a plant that you typically, when you're driving down the road, you see this plant on the side of the road.
Really?
It comes with a huge stalk and then it's got those big furry ears. So each one of these leaves, if they were actually longer and pressed out, they actually look and resemble lungs. So say your baby gets sick, you get sick, you can't hardly breathe. Take about a teaspoon of this, put it in some hot water, let that steep. Once that's steeped, you drink it. The mucilage that's inside of this plant will actually attach to all the mucus that's inside of you and it will come pouring out. I mean, if you have a sick baby for the next hour after the tea, you better have some tissue because it's just gonna come pouring out of them. But this is a nice little one that I like to use during the winter time, or just really if you get congested, it helps a lot.
Right
And what is it
on.
called again?
Mullein.
Mullein.
But you can't eat this though. You just have
Actually, you can eat it. It's probably best just because to actually boil it, just because it gets more up out of the plant. But yes, you can eat it, and you can actually smoke mullein, and it does the same thing.
Oh.
Oh.
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Okay,
ma'am.
sounds good. And then you have some things there in the jar with not the tinctures.
Oh, yes.
What do you have in those?
So this right here is a pain perfume. So this pain butter right here is something that's going to stay on your bedside. It's kind of weird to carry a giant jar of shea butter around. So I made this.
Okay.
This is portable. You take this, put this in your purse, put this in your pocket, keep it in your car. This will keep you from having to take any kind of ibuprofen, Tylenol, Aleve, because it's actually going to target that spot. So you just open this up, put a couple of drops in your hand, rub it really good, put it on the affected area, and within about 3 to 5 minutes, the area is going to go completely numb, and then it's going to get warm, and then before you know it, a couple hours later, that pain is going to dissipate. This is one of my lifesavers because, like I said, I already carry a lot of stuff in my purse. So if you see me anywhere and I have one of these droppers, I'm more than likely putting it on my shoulders. But then I also wanted it to smell good because nobody wants to smell like Bengay.
Right.
Okay.
So you changed the smell of it too.
Yes.
Okay.
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. And what is that? That one's for pain, right?
Yes, ma'am.
That one's for pain.
What
And
is it?
then-
What's the name of it?
Just pain perfume.
Just pain perfume.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am. And then this one right here, I got acne when I hit 35. and they wanted to put me on all kinds of antibiotics, clindamycin. I don't want anything like that messing up my normal flora. So I got into my herb books to figure out what I could actually put on my face to help even out my oily skin, to stop the breakouts, and to just give me a more supple look. So this is what I came up with. This is my facial serum. It contains hyaluronic acid, vitamin C. It has some yarrow palm inside of it. It's like it's close to an expensive serum, except for it's not expensive. So typically when you buy a serum, it'll say it has vitamin C or it has hyaluronic acid in it. But when you look at the bottle, it's like 0.5. I make this myself. I started making these for myself. So once I was like, okay, no, listen, okay. If you're gonna buy it for me, it's actually gonna work. But I actually have like a full beard that I pluck. And because it evens out my skin where I pluck, you can't tell, right?
No, not at
Yeah,
all.
girl, I'm rough,
No,
like a man.
not at all. That's wonderful.
Hey.
And then these soaps right here are goat's milk, turmeric, black pepper, hibiscus, and then a honey tincture. The honey is a humectant, so once you wash with this and it absorbs into your skin, as the humectant, it will bring the moisture from the outside into your skin so that your skin stays hydrated and supple. The turmeric helps to lighten any dark marks that you might have. The black pepper makes that bioavailable. Oh, and there's also dragon's blood. It's a resin that comes from South America, and literally if you have the right dilution rate and you apply it to a scar or anywhere where you might have like unsightly skin, it will heal it
Really?
with no scar.
Oh, wow.
This is another reason why I don't look like a man at the chin. So I wash with this, and then I use this, and I go to town on my face, girl. I be in that little mirror like,
Well, it just what you
can't tell?
No, your skin
I
is
tear it
just
up.
glowing.
Beautiful.
thank
Just
you.
glowing. Wow, absolutely.
Does it slow down
So
the hair
you-
growth?
No, it doesn't slow down the hair growth, but I do have oils that you can apply to your chin, like what is it? Dang it! I was just gonna do one for myself. I think it's Cypress rotunda. I believe cypress oil. If you put it where you have hairs, it will thin it out and it will actually cause it to stop growing. I'm not really worried about that though. I got some good tweezers.
Get down deep. You got a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful product, and I
Yes.
can
wanna
attest
try.
to it. It absolutely, without a doubt, works. I used the sleep butter last night, and I mean, literally, I had to, and I felt just like when I set up to go to the restroom, I said, "Oh wait, let me get my bearings." So I was like, "Whoo."
Yes, ma'am.
Made it to the bathroom, went back immediately when my head hit the pillow. That was it. I was like, oh, this is such a blessing. I keep the actual pain butter at my bedside. So when my knees hurt, rub it on. And you say 3 to 5 minutes, and I say it happens fast.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh,
It
wow.
numbs it. I kid you not. This is the reason, one of the main reasons I wanted to bring you back on a second time and a third and a fourth, because this needs to get out there. This
Yes.
product really, really works. The anxiety roller, absolutely. My cousin, if you're watching, we went not long ago to have some delicious injera, and she called me. She said, cousin, this is really working.
Yes, ma'am.
This is really working. You see what I'm saying? So this is powerful. You gotta
thank you.
continue.
That's what I'm talking about.
You got a base there. You got a serious base there that really, really works. Okay, now we will move right on to my sister here to my left, the financial consultant. Lynette, why don't you just give us a briefing? Just talk to us and tell us what you do and how you came about it, and yeah, just talk to us.
Okay, so I've been in the financial services for the last 7 years. I got licensed, and that took a long time to do. It wasn't easy, but I was determined at that time because of what I was going through financially. See, a lot of people don't know my story. The story is in 2008, my husband and I got our home remodeled, and in 2010, we decided to refinance. Well, in 2010 of October, we started getting foreclosure notices. And because we were financially uneducated, we just called the mortgage people and told them, look, we're getting these foreclosure notices, what we're supposed to do. And they told us, don't even worry about it, just fax this information to us and we'll take care of it. So that went on for October and November. By the end of November, we're still getting the foreclosure notices. And so at that time, again, we still were financially uneducated. And so the mortgage company that we were going through, we called them, we never got a call back, nothing. So we get a foreclosure notice again in December. By this time, I'm calling some people around. I call a friend down in Atlanta. She tells me about a lawyer down in Salem. So it's December 30th, I believe, or 31st. And we made an appointment to see him on that day, that morning. So we drive down there, and as we drive down there, we tell him, we meet with him at 10 o'clock, and all for him to tell us that we was 1 day too late.
Really?
We were 1 day too late. And just can you imagine what that was like, driving home, not knowing where you're going to live, and all the thing I can think of was, I just don't want my stuff out on the yard.
Yeah.
I just didn't want to see that. I didn't want my family to go through that. And so we go back to the house. I had to call the people. I had to eat crow. I had to call the people up and say, look, we can't move at this time because this was what happened. And so when I explained to him what had happened, they did allow us to stay in the house for another 3 weeks. So I was thankful for that. But in the process, we ended up moving 4 times in 3 years.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
Yes. And before we was able to even get on our feet. And at that time, when we was in the process of moving those different times, had a friend who was in the financial services, and she kept asking me to come to these classes. And I'm thinking in my mind, I knew I need to go there. I didn't want to. I didn't want to be sitting up in somebody's class. I graduated from college, and I didn't want to think about going back to class. But I went anyway. And when I went, it was so much information that I had to go back that following week, and I was just soaking it up like a sponge. It was just so much information, and I was happy about it, but I was also angry at the same time because here I was with a college degree, and I didn't learn any of that while I was in college.
Yeah.
And now I'm stuck with this bill and didn't learn this information. So right then and there, I said, you know what? If I'm at this age and not knowing this information, how many of us is out there and don't know this information?
Yeah.
So that's when I took that journey to go get my license 7 years ago, and I've been doing this ever since. I love the fact that I can go out and teach financial literacy in the community, in the nonprofit sectors, in the low-income sectors, in the schools. It gives me that opportunity. I just did a 5-week course with Portland Rescue Mission downtown. It was amazing. It's my second time doing that program down there. But not only the financial literacy part that I love to teach, but we also, I also teach about retirement, life insurance, rollovers, 401ks, estate planning, business transaction, business taxes, just all those different types of things that I can help people with, when I sit down with them one-on-one. So if you're interested in wanting to know more about your finances, you have a 401k, you don't know what to do with it, it's just sitting there, you have money in the bank and it's just sitting there, it's not gaining no interest, get in contact with me. My information is on the screen. I'd be glad to sit with you one-on-one and just hear what your thoughts are, hear what your goals are, hear if you're able to get some products that help protect you, accumulate money for you later on so that you can have a lifetime income or retirement, a nice retirement. Come talk to me because that's what I do. I want to be able to help us, our community, to be able to get financially educated, then help them with their financial goals.
Absolutely. And, you know,
awesome.
it's rare you mentioned that too, because when you stop and think about it, you just shared your backstory. Think about it, the many people within the North and Northeast community that went through the same thing and that
Yeah.
are now pushed out in the numbers. Well, mainly because they gentrified the communities too, though. But just
Correct.
imagine how many people's property was lifted
Right.
up under their noses because they didn't know any better.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And if they had life insurance, that would have helped save their house.
And see, now that's new to me
That's-
because how to
Yes. See?
see, I guess the financial literacy is very, very important. You know, so take heed to that, community, because Lynette can help you with
Yes,
that. and,
I
you
would
know.
love to help you. And it's free to sit with me. I don't charge for sitting with me as many times you need to sit with me to get the information, to understand it. I'm here available for you.
Right on. Much, much appreciated. Okay, we'll come back to you. Now I'm going over to Angela Andrews with Hats and Candles by Angie T. So, Angela, you know, I love and I know your work. Absolutely. So you have to share with the community how you got started, what motivated you to start. And the process, is it a long process? And depending on what you do, talk to us. Tell us what's going on.
Well, I started crocheting about 1.5 years ago. I found myself after 21, when my son had passed due to COVID, I found myself searching for who am I? I used to be mom, used to be a TriMet driver. So I wasn't doing any of that anymore because of, you know, my health or whatnot. And so I picked up crocheting out of grief. It was a way to deal with my grief. And I just, you know, get online, look at what they were doing. I said, I can do that. And as I started going, I find myself enjoying it. It brought me a lot of peace. I just enjoy working with my hands. I enjoy working, period. But in order for me to feel good about me, I wanted to make someone else feel good. And so making things, whatever I can make to make someone else feel happy, it makes me happy. And that's what motivates me to continue to do, you know, what I'm doing. Some projects take longer than others. I'm just now getting into the custom made, you know, items, which I don't, you know, however long it takes, I want it to be what the customer wants. And that's pretty much, you know, it. It's just, I just love the craft. It's something that can benefit everyone. I mean, if you like what I do, you know, hey. And if you don't, hey, someone will, you know. So
Absolutely,
it is what it is,
absolutely. So why don't you explain? You have several items out here. If you want
Yes.
to kind of show us what you got.
Well, first of all, I like this. This is the what they call the ruffle hat that was in the summertime. There were a lot of people were buying this, and I enjoy making this. The ruffles, each stitch is 5 in each stitch, and then you go back over it and you put 4 in each one of those stitches. So there's a lot of detail because it's over 1,000 stitches that you have to do. I also have kangos, or bucket hats as they call them.
Yes, indeed.
That I enjoy doing. These are quick and easy to do. That's a ruffle band. If you don't want the whole hat, you can just sort of kind of, you know, use the band. And, you know, people use them as ponytail holders also. These are basically my fur babies. I just started dabbling with the fur hats, the fur tops and stuff, and I really like these. They come, it's hard to do. It's very difficult, but, you know, my husband gets upset with me at times because he says, I've never seen anyone go to sleep crocheting and wake up crocheting, because I fall asleep with it in my hand. But it's like when I get into it, I don't want to stop.
You don't want to stop. It's just, yeah.
And so, you know, I have some bags and stuff that I like to make. These are some of the, like, grocery bags, or,
I like that.
you know, or something that you can just carry around, put the little things in. Whatever you like
Well,
and
a
it's like
matching set, though,
yeah,
huh?
it's a match. Yeah, this is a hat beanie that goes with it. I didn't. Well, it really doesn't go with it. It's just sort of the
does.
same color, but now it goes with it. So I didn't make it that way, but yeah. So I'm just yeah. Oh, yeah.
Because
This
that's
is
a popular pattern right now too, though.
Yeah. this is a
camo.
pouch.
Camo.
Yeah, I make these pouches. What they call drawstring purses, bags. Carry little stuff in. To be honest, some of the stuff I just freestyle and don't know what I'm doing, but it comes out and and it's like,
fool me.
okay, I'll go with it.
And then you have your own personal labels on there too.
Yes.
Some of the, which I
Yeah.
like too. Some of the personal
Yeah,
labels,
just homemade. Handmade.
Yeah, it was one of a kind too.
Right.
And then what I really like is like your what I call a freestyle purse. Now that purse is in the era of the 70s, and I lived for the 70s. That was just the era. That was just what was happening.
Yeah.
You know, say that right on. That was it.
Yeah, this is
So that's,
something.
yeah. No, that's what you call. That's out of sight, man.
Yeah,
that's
out of sight. Yeah, and the
it
neon
truly
colors.
is. Yes, indeed. Yeah. So now, usually I know you do various venues. Show to you, Aisha. I know you're at venues too. So I guess most people can find you. Well, your information's on the screen too, though, right?
Right.
Okay, and then like the venues. So you guys just look for Angie's spot because it'll blow your mind. Oh, but before we carry on, the sweater.
Yeah.
You must show the sweater.
This
That's
is something that was I don't know if you can see it, custom made
Beautiful.
for this young lady sitting next to me. I don't know if you can see it. So
Can you not see it? Okay.
but
Well, we'll have to get
yeah,
a little closer.
yeah. Here we go. And so she liked the '70s style, and so
Definitely. We're
made
going to
the
show.
daisies and hearts.
And then the back of the pattern is also 70s.
70s.
Could get that in a little bit more. Okay, yeah, I
There
can
you
see
go.
that now. There we
Yeah.
go.
Yeah.
So you see, this is what was custom. This is a custom design. She made that specifically for me. And I just told her what I wanted. And when I say it's out of sight, on time, it's perfect. It's just perfect. So if you get with Angela and you want something custom made, I know you're probably making dresses and pants and stuff soon too.
Yeah, well, I have.
Yeah, you have.
Yeah, I have
and
made
sweaters.
pants,
Yeah, I did
yes.
see that. Yeah,
Yeah.
so it is so worth it. Look for her because, like, with next year with spring coming up and next spring and fall, spring and summer.
Yeah.
Definitely, for the various venues we have within what's left of our community, we'll be there.
What's left?
What's left of the
of our community.
what's left of our community will be there. And I personally paint, so I'll have some of my art there. And Lynette will have a stand with her work as well as Aisha. Hey, we'll make it happen.
Yeah, all day.
Now we can't specifically on this show. We can't talk about prices. That's something we can't do because it's a non-profit show, so we can't discuss prices. So, but if that's something you guys are interested in, do reach out via the information across the screen. And that's what's up. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a small break to share some very important information that may be viable to some. It's just some good information we like to put out from time to time. So we're going to take a couple minute break and then we'll come back and we'll continue on. We'll continue to share with the community because hopefully you guys are getting some good food for thought.
Right.
Some good stuff there. So let's go ahead and go to a commercial break and stay with us. We're coming back in just a couple minutes. Would you say two and two? We'll be right back.
Assalamu alaikum. It's Dr. Safia Shabazz here with an NOI Healthy Minute. Today, we're tackling a sweet subject that's souring our health: sugar. In How to Eat to Live, the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad repeatedly advised us to limit our intake of starchy and sweet foods. These foods promote inflammation and cause spikes in your blood sugar that trigger your pancreas to pump out more insulin. Over time, this sets off a cascade of events leading to insulin resistance. an underlying contributor to the most common diseases like obesity, diabetes, heart disease, and many cancers. In the Holy Quran, Allah reminds us to consume what is good and avoid excess. Eat and drink and do not be extravagant. Surely He does not love the extravagant. To reduce sugar and carbs, avoid sugary drinks, including juice. Water or pure milk is best. Read food labels carefully and try to keep carbs under about 130 grams a day. Satisfy your sweet tooth with complex carbohydrates, like whole fruits, which contain fiber to balance the natural sugars. Plan your meals around lean proteins like fish or navy beans, non-starchy veggies, and healthy fats. Limiting sugars and simple carbs is a great way to protect your health and prevent the most common chronic diseases. Small, consistent changes can make a big difference in improving your well-being. Consult your nutritionist or health practitioner for personalized dietary advice, especially if you're taking medications that affect blood sugar. Until next time, I'm Dr. Sophia, and this is your NOI Healthy Minute.
The show. So we'll just pick right back up with Aisha. She's going to talk about more of her products, miracle products. You okay?
There we go.
Got it?
Yes. So one of the things that I've also done for healing is get into frequency.
I don't know. We'll probably, I don't know if we should take a. Yeah,
Okay.
Well, we'll see.
I'll just
You just go ahead and
I'll
talk. It's
just
okay
go.
if we don't show.
So is to get into frequency, because a lot of people don't understand that everything in our world works on frequency. So even they can put out a frequency that could agitate you, or you could hear a frequency that would calm you down. Most things in our environment here today put out negative frequencies. Things like our cell phones, your TVs. Someone could blow a whistle at a certain pitch and it could like just disturb you. I read this book. I can't remember the author's name, but it's talking about your human biofield. So a lot of people like to call it the aura. If you've ever had like an auric picture done and you can see like the colors around someone. So everyone has that in their auric field, whether depending on whatever color it is, but these can actually interrupt that auric field. So the book that I'm reading right now, it talks about how your biofield is typically 3 to 4 feet out, and depending on what tone you use, the person, if they're in a good mood or a bad mood, depending on the frequency, it can help to calm the nerves. It can help to, and even if you don't notice it, once it happens, it's kind of like, okay, calms the soul. So I'm gonna hit this and I want you to try it, and then you just sit there and you get comfortable, okay? Here, go ahead, you hold it up and put it to your ear. And this one is 423. This is the love frequency. So they say that this is the frequency that brings out love inside of you and then kind of creates an auric field of love. And sometimes when I'm really stressed out, or I would be at work and none of my remedies are working, I'm like, okay, let me get my tuning fork out. And before you know it, I'd be like, dong. And the next thing I'm like, over here on the table. And it helps to bring you back to that nice center that we're supposed to be in. Because like I say, everything that we do disrupts our auric field. Like
No
even
doubt.
the lights in this room disrupt. Did you feel it?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
Good.
definitely.
And
'cause-
then this one is, so this is 528. This is, they call this one the miracle frequency. Apparently this one can help to like heal DNA and do things like that. But it also helps you to be alert. And then when you ding this one, you will notice the frequency difference. So
Oh,
And
I
you
can
always
hear it.
are you
You can hear it
Yeah, you can
different.
do-
Yeah.
are you always to put it to your ear? Is that the thing, to your ear? Okay.
And then also too, because it is a vibration, you can actually take these and put them towards your spiritual center where your third eye is, and you can actually feel that vibrate as well. Here, let me hit it
Okay.
for you one more time.
to the ear.
You can do it to the ear or the middle of the head.
I feel it more. I feel it
More in the ear?
Yeah. My mind is like.
Right.
Wow. Okay.
And like when my kids were small and I was learning about this, they would be trying to act up, and I'm like, let's drink some tea and go on ahead and hit this.
Yeah.
And they go just in there. My husband's like, hit what? I'm like, the tuning fork. My son's in there like, he come in there to get that off my baby. I said, listen, it helps him, helps to calm him down. Would you like to try?
Is it
Yeah,
is it
yeah, we're still
better?
going, yeah.
Is it better to be in the calmest mode you can find before you do this?
I mean, it can really be anywhere. I used to do it literally on my lunch, and we had a huge room full of people that would eat lunch together. I didn't notice anybody. I didn't
Just in
notice
your
anybody.
zone.
Listen, I'd be like real upset and then ding that thing, and the next thing you know, I'm just like,
Yeah, just
and then my coworkers is like, what are you doing? I'm like, ding it. Listen, I had a whole dinging party. We'd be like, ding, 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 ding.
I hear you. Yeah, you know, whatever helps, because when you
You want to
mentioned
ding that one?
Yeah.
That's
the
the miracle one.
that is the miracle one. That's no, the shorter one's
This
the
one
miracle
right
one.
here.
Okay, that one.
You wanna
so
try
when
that
you
one?
mentioned and you're right about that. Even TVs, radios,
Yes.
cell
All that.
phones are the
the
absolute worst
worst.
right now.
So
because-
back in the day, our music used to be tuned different.
Ooh.
I believe our music used to be tuned at like 440 hertz, and now it's off. So like if you listen to music or even classical music, it will give you a completely different mindset and feel than as the music that we listen to today. And there are even artists who will purposely record their music with these certain frequencies to where, girl, you can listen to it, and I'm telling you, within a matter of minutes, it's just like your whole body has melted.
Wow.
But then we're around all these dangerous EMFs and all
Yeah.
that goodness, and then so we get disrupted. And if you don't know how to bring yourself back to a center, that's
I agree. I
feel
totally
bad
agree.
for folks.
Because even natural sounds like water and fire crackling, that's natural.
Yeah.
That's natural, and it's relaxing.
Yeah, it is.
So I get it, and because I've noticed when I'm on the phone, I'm usually on speaker 9 times out of 10, because I don't know what it is in the phone, but I can feel my fingers getting like not
Yes.
just numb but tingly
Tingly,
and
yes.
achy, and I have to shake my hand. You know, that's bad.
It is bad.
So imagine what it's doing. But they did have a special that I saw many years ago. Well, I'll say about 4 or 5 years ago, where they talked about men shouldn't keep cell phones in their pockets,
Yes.
because it can make them sterile.
And you
And
don't want to
women
keep
put
them near your
your
breast
breast
either.
either. Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
what's
Understand that.
crazy is that I actually keep shungite in my purse.
Now, shungite, that's definitely a good one, because
So-
Dr. Arlene talks about that. I don't know
Shungite,
exactly shungite, and there's another
it
one.
purifies water, and it also blocks EMF. So like my keys that I
Tell us
have,
EMF.
that
What's
go-
EMF?
It's
EMF.
electromagnetic field.
Yes, yes.
So when I have this when I put my keys in my purse and I go to ding my car, because this blocks the electromagnetic force field, my keys don't work. So I have to have my keys in my hand or like here, because if it's in my purse near the shungite, it won't even transmit a signal.
Wow.
But that's
Yeah.
good, though.
Oh,
like
yes,
that.
yes. I also carry them too to like absorb any kind of negative energy that might be around me. Listen, you get too close, it's gonna suck it right on off. Get on up out of here.
Yeah, you know, she's definitely right
that's
about that, because
cool.
that's something Dr. Arlene talks about. Not just that, but there's another. I can't even find it. I usually have it all my little information in here. Oh, it's here, but I got so much other stuff in here. Absolutely correct about that, because there's some natural stones that you can use and just put. Because I put them all around my TV and stuff. I mean, at night, of course, it's not good to. It's best to turn your TV off and to take your phone, if you can, out of the
your
room,
room.
Yeah.
because
Yep.
it really carries. And the coldest part about that is most people don't tell you that. They're so busy trying to get you to get the newest iPhone and the
Oh,
next
man.
this and that, but they don't talk about the side
health-
effects,
the
the
health
health,
parts, the health
yeah,
benefits.
I
it's
carry,
bad.
or I have shungite everywhere in my house. It's by my Wi-Fi router. It's by my TV. I used to wear the actual necklaces. Actually getting it and putting it on you,
Yeah.
you actually can tell the difference. And then I have a shungite pillow. It's elite shungite, so that's like the highest grade of shungite that you can get, packed into this pillow, and it's sectioned off in like 4 different sections. So when I get home and I'm like super just agitated and just irritated and you've just been taking on so much, you put that on your chest, and girl, within 5 minutes I'd be like just melted. My son or my husband be like, there's your voodoo pillow. It's rocks. Stop it. If it works, though,
if it
listen.
works, it works.
That's your voodoo pillow.
No, that's true. And that's why I truly believe that certain types of music, for me, and this is a strange type of music. Well, it's one that I cannot, to this day, I don't even know the genre of this music. But it's music that sometimes plays in movies. It's just a beautiful sound to me, but I don't know what to call this music. You know, just like a lot of Beethoven and jazz without lyrics, stuff like that. It depends, girl. All of that, it could be relaxing.
Yes.
Absolutely. It's what you
Melodic.
listen to. Yeah, yes. It's hypnotic, and actually, it'll put you in a zone if you just can take a deep breath, inhale, exhale, and just relax and just let it sink in. It's like your oils and your minerals and stuff. That if you got to do, go with the flow.
I
You
would
know?
say look up like bilateral beats.
Bilateral beats. That may
Bilateral
be it.
beats. When I tell you, you put that in your ears and it just tickles your brain. Any kind of bilateral beat, it just tickles the brain, and then I'm able to concentrate, because if I hear stuff going on around, I walk around with headphones on. I don't have them on right now because my husband said, you better quit walking on, they gonna know. Listen, stop it. Okay, but I keep them on. And even if I don't have music in them, I'll keep one completely on my ear, because if I hear other stuff, I'll get anxiety. I don't care what it is. They'd be like, oh, she got a rabbit in her pocket. I'd be like, what, she got a rabbit in her pocket? You know what I mean? But taking that sound away and then putting in bilateral beats, it helps me so much, because
Well, I mean,
When you hurt,
if you
man.
think about it, if you think about the music today, I mean, to me, that's a fact. Think about the some rap
yeah,
or
it's
some
very
heavy
toxic.
metal. I mean, that type of music can make you crazy as hell.
through you.
It'll have you be, you know,
Speeding down the street.
You know, what I mean? Shouting.
Speeding, because it done caught me. Listen,
You have to have your
mind.
mind. Your mindset has to be on point. I get it. And then I mean, but it's a whole new era, new generation and stuff. I'm not knocking what people listen to, but I know that music to me makes a difference. Music is motivating to me 24 hours a day.
Yes.
It really, especially if it's the right type of music, it just gets in your, deep in
Feeds
your
your
soul.
soul.
Yes, it
Yes.
feeds your soul. It's important to me to have it every day. I live for it.
Me too.
When you're cleaning and stuff, you just put you
Right,
in that
put in the
mood.
mood,
Yeah,
yes.
do. Put you with hey, that's
old
my
school
soul.
song.
Especially the old school.
Yes.
Especially because that, to me, that era of music was real music.
It
Right.
was. I mean, you could hear the instruments. You could,
Clearly.
clear. I mean,
Clearly.
and they even took the time to play the instrument, to make the time to actually add it
Yes,
in the music, where
yes.
it was a segment, just was music.
Absolutely.
Before it even came into the lyrics came in.
I just
So-
think that era was so beautiful. Even the performers.
Yes.
Were beautiful. You know,
Yes.
you had, especially when you had the Temptations and the Four Tops have their
Yes.
suits on, and they doing their little routine and stuff, and it was just so smooth. And then you got the music now, but most of the brothers that come on stage don't even have clothes on,
Right.
shirts off, and
Right.
Can't understand.
Can't
what
And they
on
yelling.
mumble
Listen,
rap,
they
yeah,
all got
mumble
the,
rap. Yeah.
the
mumble
crazy
rap.
DD, you know, just going
degrading
crazy.
the women and women degrading themselves and
Right.
half naked, and I mean that's what sells. It's what sells. I mean, I guess that's the new. I ain't gonna even say Motown. I wouldn't degrade Motown like that, but that's just the new thing.
Don't
you know,
say it.
no, I wouldn't dare do Motown like that. Okay, Aisha, anything else you want to share with us? You got some goodies over there. Any other goodies you got?
I was just gonna say, if you guys like what I've been sharing, go ahead and you can call me on my number, or you can hit me up through TikTok at the Celestial Libra 123. Either way, you message me. I'm not going to be doing a show. I might do a show in December, but I'm not going to do one for this month. But if you would like to get something, just call me, and you can come to me, or we can meet, and I can bring you some stuff and get you on the right path, get you not hurting, get you sleeping, no anxiety, and then also bringing in some good nutrients and some goodness from some herbs. Because listen, all that soda and junk and Kool-Aid and it's killing our kids. If we just gave them babies some tea with a little bit of regular cane sugar, they wouldn't be running around on red, yellow, 5.D, green, big bang, and all that. You feel me? I'm like, what is she talking about? Green, big back, bang, red dye 74. I'm like, I done gave my baby a banana, okay? But get these kids on an anxiety roller so you can deal with them, and then get you some teas to help with your immunity,
opposed to Ritalin,
to help with your
Ritalin,
mind state, you know, because you don't need all these medicines that these doctors give you. I mean, of course, there are critical ones that you need, but like anxiety medication, you could drink this tea right here and have a good day, and everyone in the family can drink it, so you know everybody's having a good day. And get you some books and start reading about herbs. We need to get back to how we used to do things so that we can be healthy as a community. Because, you know, all that stuff they gave grandma, she still got her legs cut off. You know, they didn't tell her she needed to change her diet. You know what I mean? So just continue to strive to be healthier, and hit me up if you would like to learn more or buy something from me. I'm pretty grateful.
And I agree, and then another thing too, before I go back to Lynette or Angie, another thing, like our grandparents, the way the Western medication is right now, I mean, look at the commercials. You gotta, it's just like it's a guinea pig test type commercial to see who's gonna fall out first. As simple as that. Where our grandparents could go to a tree or a plant and know exactly what worked. Look at our brothers and sisters in Africa. I mean, and they know what's poisonous and what's not, without even having a book available to tell them that. So I think we ought to adapt and get back into the natural way of living and get rid of a lot of this processed food, because that's what's killing people too.
Exactly.
Processed food.
Yes.
It's tearing people up. They had it where I think it was Doritos, and there was a couple cereals that were actually poisonous to a point where over in England and somewhere in Europe, they don't even allow
Yeah, they
it.
don't. So most of our stuff that we eat here, they do not allow in other countries.
Not even in Canada.
Yeah.
Not even in Canada.
So you would think this is supposed to be the richest state, the richest country, and y'all can't regulate what our children are doing. You got McDonald's, you got French fries you can put on hold for a year and come back and it still looks the same.
That McDonald's burger I seen was 27 years old.
That's deep.
That's crazy. Not
That's
a lick
deep.
of
You should
mold.
think about it. You know, that's too much. So I say, parents, y'all, come on, and then stop taking shortcuts for the new mothers. Stop taking those
Please
shortcuts.
stop. Please.
Get in there, make your baby's natural applesauce and stuff
Yes,
like that. It's
please.
worth the time. Even if you work, it's okay. You want a healthy child.
Exactly.
You know, then the minute they go to school, and then the teacher who don't want to take time out with the child will tell you, oh, you got ADHD. You got to give them some Ritalins. And then what? Then the parent just goes with the flow. No, don't do it.
I had a lady that worked at my job, and I had
Yeah.
to modify one of these for her son.
Right
Because
on.
it's kind of strong, so I modified it for him. She rolled him up his back and up his feet. So, girl, they called her and said, is it okay if he takes a nap today? She said, yeah, it's okay.
He's feeling no pain at that time.
I'm not
Right
watching
on.
nobody's kids unless you can get good smells first. Come on,
Yes,
baby.
Yes. And then some of these children are so sad that it's not even a lot of them's fault, you know.
Yeah.
And, you know, I think teaching is totally different than it was when we were in school.
Yes.
For sure. It's a lot of stereotypical issues going on in schools when you just label that kid, and that's up to the parent though.
Exactly.
You know,
It has
the
to be
parent needs
involved.
to, hey, you have to be involved. You know,
And you got to explore too,
Yeah.
because
Yes.
the doctors don't know. They're practicing.
Right.
Let's not forget that.
Yeah,
The
absolutely.
They're
Absolutely.
practicing, and it says it in
the degree.
exactly.
It
They are
says it on the
practicing
degree.
medicine.
It says on the degree, and that's all they know.
And that's all they know. They're reading from a textbook, and that's enough. That's why I've been telling people when somebody say, "Well, this person is," and the person probably is going to expire from the disease that they have. Okay, yeah, but you got a doctor's telling you, "Well, you're not going to make it past a week." Okay, and that may be true, but you have to realize, if without a higher power, without God moving your hands, you wouldn't be able to do nothing. You can't. It's Him moving you to move
Exactly.
me.
He has the
Amen.
last say.
The last say of everything. So that God complex and stuff, a lot of them have to let that go.
Right.
They
Yeah.
sure
You know,
will.
and then we have to trust in ourselves too,
Right. And
especially for us, Black people, you have to trust in yourself and start doing the research. Don't
you.
go off the first thing somebody tell you, and especially if it's some words. If it's something you don't understand,
Look it up.
Google it.
And that's with
Look
everything.
it up. Don't just
Everything.
Research.
Exactly.
That's with
Research.
everything.
Research your body.
Yes.
Research whatever they say is wrong. Do the research yourself.
That's right.
Medications
Understand
they
what
want to give you.
what's happening to yourself.
That's right.
And then when you do that research, find Aisha.
Yeah.
Yep, come on and get me. I'll help you out. Anything
help
you
you
need
out.
in a natural way.
In a natural way. That's what's up.
Exactly.
You know, because you got some of these people out here who have ailments and stuff, and they got you hooked on these drugs. Then the minute they're ready to snatch you off of it, then you got some
Leave
who's
you
out there-
destitute.
Yeah, leave you destitute too. And then some of us just
Crazy.
like, ready to do some crazy stuff.
Listen.
We don't have a whole lot of time left, but I want to go to Angie again real quick, if you don't mind, Lynette, because we changed the outfit on the
Mannequin.
mannequin. We should have gave her a name. You want to pull her over?
Lucy.
So, Lucy. So, Lucy had to change her wardrobe. So can you tell us what that blouse
This is a bolero.
bolero. Okay,
Yes.
that's pretty.
Yeah. This was made for someone who, I guess they can't wear it, but
Well, it's beautiful.
yeah.
It's
But
beautiful.
yeah. So this is a summer, like summer.
And that's very popular. It's
Yeah.
Very, very popular, because I've seen a lot of the women wear it with like maybe a wife beater or just like a little tank
Right.
under it.
Right.
And it's very popular with the jeans and whatnot. And then the hat. So the
Yeah.
beautiful purple hat. So that's, oh, Angie, that's what I meant to ask. What is the name of the yarn on top of that?
This is eyelash yarn.
That's what it was. I was trying to remember.
That's what it makes me feel like too.
Yeah, exactly. So that's very, very different. Okay, so we want to just remind the community that starting next year, well, because it gets so cold here in the Pacific Northwest, so look for Angela's shop, look for Aisha's shop, look for Lynette's shop, because we'll be making it happen.
Right?
All
So
day.
I know some of the venues would be like Good in the Hood. What's it called? They had one in Alberta Park last year. They had one in Unthank Park.
Yes.
I think they have one still out in Fairwood or
Fairview.
Fairview.
Yes, there's a park
Yes.
out there, yeah.
Exactly. So for those who are on Facebook, we will share that information periodically from time to time. No, go right ahead. We're
also,
not.
I
we got
do.
time.
I have scented candles that I do.
Oh, I forgot all about that.
Yes.
Do you
And,
have a few to show?
various
Various types of scented
unless you have
candles.
yours.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
think I left
She has
it
one.
there.
She has one.
Yes. How many fragrances? I know it's a lot.
I have a lot. Yeah, a lot. Over 30 different types. But this will run for $10.
Oh,
and
we
the
don't talk about prices.
Oh,
But
I'm
it's
sorry.
okay. It's
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
It's free. No, I'm kidding.
yeah, it is free because I did give it away. But
Yeah.
if I'm doing what I do,
And when I say the fragrances,
Yes.
cashmere
This
is
is
my
cashmere.
favorite. Oh, that is cashmere.
This is
My
cashmere.
absolute favorite is cashmere. But you remember some? You got
oh
orange
yes,
and-
I have blood orange. I have black orchid,
That smells.
jasmine, sweet tobacco.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, whatever. Whatever you need or want, I can get it. I will find it and make candles out of it. And depending on what type of wax you want, I use mostly soy wax, which burns better. But they do have a coconut wax that I can use for those who want to use it on their skin after the after the milk. Mhm.
I didn't, it's a coconut? I never knew that.
Girl.
Yeah, so there's I do research. Yeah, do
Yeah, you just said your research.
So,
Yeah,
yeah, so,
definitely.
yeah.
Okay, and then I noticed you're doing some
Oils.
oils, right?
Yeah, scented
Okay.
oil for roll-ons.
Yes.
For smell good perfume, or if you want to call it. But I'm just getting started with that and just doing my research on what to add to it and how much of what, and so it doesn't irritate the skin. I use jojoba oils.
Oh, that's good
yeah.
too. Definitely. Well, you know, we are the beautiful entrepreneurs of Portland, making it happen.
Amen.
You guys just trust the process and support your community. Support your community. I think it's imperative that we do. I mean, this is how we get things going. Very, very important. And like I said, periodically throughout the show, we were running the information across the screen. So you guys just reach out. And then at that time, if you're interested in any of the products or information that they've shared today, they then at that time can disclose prices and things like that. We just can't do it on the show.
Right.
And trust me, it's all worth the price. Yes, because I dabble in all of it, and it's definitely worth the price. So we have a few more minutes left. Ladies, is there anything else you'd like to share before we go off air? We have about 2 minutes left.
I'd just like to say that thank you for this opportunity to be here and to
Yes.
tell
Yes,
the community what we do, and I'm proud to be here with other African American women.
Yes, ma'am.
Doing it, and I'm very excited about what you guys do. I just want to say, get your finances in order. Quit
Yes.
waiting around. Let's not wait until there's a bubble right now, and it's about ready to bust. And so we need to get our finances in order, and we also need to come together as a community. This is the time to do that
Absolutely.
right now, and to lift each other up. So I just want to encourage each one of you ladies here and our community, and just continue to support each other and support our Black businesses.
Absolutely, very, very important. It's, you know, it's more important, in my opinion, to do it now than later, just because, you know, we've been separated and spaced out, you
Right.
know, for the last umpteen years. So, you know, come back together and just show your support and your love. I mean, especially, you know, when people put in the time and the effort for handmade soaps and products and garments and stuff, trust me, it is worth it. And not only that, but it's catered, especially for Angie, for your product, it's catered to what you guys desire. And then with Aisha's product, oh honey, listen, I don't have to go far on Aisha's product. Trust the process, it works. And then with financial literacy, okay, we're way behind.
Yes.
It's
Very
time
much.
to just start asking questions. If you don't understand something, somebody say, ask. That's how we learn.
Right.
That's how we build. That's how we learn. Very, very important. So I was hoping we would get the commercial back on, but it looks like we have just a minute or so left. So maybe next time. But what we'll do in the meantime is we'll just watch the show next time. Okay, well, we're going off the air.